Both of my opponents needed a pretext to run. I mean, let's face it, they're running against a proven conservative whose rhetoric matches his voting record. So they seized on, it's kind of clever, a very common anti-incumbent theme. And that being, we need to stop these politicians that go to Washington to get rich. I mean, heck, I can remember my own parents getting worked up about this very thing 40 years ago. My mother would scream, they go to Congress broke and they all come out rich. They're not working for us, they're working for themselves. I mean, that always stuck with me. So here's the problem with my opponent's lazy talking points in this instance, though. I made my money and was blessed with financial independence long before I ever served in Congress. And in fact, long before I served in my first elected office on the city council back in 2009. So I have some dough, and I'm proud of that. I mean, I had business success. Yeah, I think you want somebody that's been successful and started with $80 and completely self-made and, built a few companies that had almost 100 employees. I just don't want to leave Congress broke. I just want to stay where I'm at. Now, one of my opponents will share links to liberal hit pieces that were written about me. See, he says, look at this article, Fallon's awful. I find this ironic because both of my opponents have said repeatedly on the campaign trail that they do not trust the media, that the media has a terrible liberal bias, and they don't treat conservatives fairly. Well, unless I guess that conservative is Pat Fallon, and then, well, you can take what the press writes as gospel. You want to talk about self-serving? Here's the bottom line. I was brand new to Congress last year, and I did one thing wrong. I filed some stock transaction reports late. This was back in May. They were all accurate, they were just late. And nothing was gained by the delay. I wasn't up for re-election. Obviously, I just started my term. That's it. So since May, I've hired a compliance expert to help me fill out the forms, and we did them all timely, and they're all perfect. We dot the I's, and we cross the T's. And please understand, I have a good number of assets. Like I said, I'm blessed. I have stocks, bonds, REITs, commercial real estate, residential real estate, and other various investment vehicles. It does get kind of complicated. So even the compliance expert missed one transaction in December, a couple months ago, but we caught it and we filed the correction. Again, nothing to be gained by it. But other than that, the filings have been perfect and on time the last 8 months. This is a nothing sandwich. But not when you're a conservative in Congress. A few news outlets, online folks, they wrote some hit piece articles about it, and they'll say things like, Congressman fails to disclose up to $18 million in transactions because we file in these ranges. Well, here's the truth of the matter. As you can see, my active trading portfolio was $3 million, just under $3 million. So I don't know how I could have bought $18 million worth of stuff with $3 million. And you know what my net return was last year? In a market, now mind you, in a market where the Dow Jones went up 19%, the S&P 500 went up 27%, the NASDAQ went up 22%, my net return, as you can see here, was 5%. I didn't know anything anybody else did. I would never trade on it anyway. So the point being here, it's lazy rhetoric, and we need to talk about the truth. And the truth is that I've been fighting to secure the border, and vaccine mandates, make sure that our elections have the integrity we need them to be, we need honest and transparent elections moving forward. We need to protect the Second Amendment, innocent life, throw that CRT, I call it communist race theory, in the garbage, and get our fiscal house in order. We need to pass a balanced budget amendment. These are the things we need to be talking about, not some phantom garbage that's has no basis in fact whatsoever. I have challenged both of my opponents. I said, if you believe what the things you're saying, then let's go to an arbiter. And all you need to do is you need to put up $10,000. And I'll match it times 10. I'll give you $100,000 if you're right in what you say. But they're not, and they haven't taken me up on the challenge, because if they did, I'm gonna make 10 grand, I'm gonna take my family to Europe. So anyhow, bottom line is this. Thank you so much for watching this video, because you're trying to be fully informed, and you're doing your due diligence before you go and vote. That's a good thing, and that's gonna save this republic. We need an active citizenry. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on the website here, or you can give us a call. God bless you, and God bless Texas.